titanium. Let's take a look around. Right, so we are at the front end of the car. You may be wondering why I've got a Mondeo. I will get into that in a short while. First off, we will take a look around the car, which is probably might be interesting, might be not interesting, but sort of gives you an idea of the car itself. So let's do that now. Obviously it's standard, there's nothing like modified on it. It won't be ever modified, it's going to be just like a practical used vehicle. But as a whole it is pretty clean. There is sort of things that are like minor defects which reflects the price what I paid for the car. We'll be addressing those in future videos though, but we'll sort of show you them bits just so you can sort of see the damage I guess and see what you can expect for later videos. But front end wise it isn't that bad. There's like little scratches and stuff which you can see sort of down here, and then as we come around as well we have got like I don't even know what you'd call this, but there's that. I don't know how you achieve doing that to a car, but it's that thing. Not sure how we're going to do that yet. If I do touch that, possibly, but I'm not too bothered by that currently. I guess we'll go down this side because this is where the rest of the, I guess, damage on the vehicle is if we go into that. We've got this lovely scratch-a-rooney on the side of the door. Not as bad as I think it seems really. We are going to have a go at the polisher and try and get most of that out in a future video, sort of to try and show you guys how you can get that sort of thing repaired on the car by yourself rather than spending lots of money on paintwork. But they are the main things that are issues on the car. If we go sort of round to the back as well, nothing too major on here, just a couple of like your general use scratches that you'd see on an estate I suppose. But main features the tow bar. Love tow bars obviously, need one of them for towing the drift car around, which is obviously the main reason we have got this. And obviously boot space is lovely on this, got the push chair in it as you can see, dad life and all that. But yeah, it's great to be fair. We'll take a seat and I shall explain why I bought this car I suppose to you guys. As I've mentioned before, why we have got this car. I briefly mentioned that it is for the drift car, which obviously is a sole purpose of bought an estate and a diesel Mondeo, which is, they are good for the towing. Boot room's massive, but which I mentioned previously in my last video, the Lexus, which you would have maybe seen. If you've not seen it, we'll briefly just go over that. So I had a Lexus IS250 before this car. The insurance company that I was with went bankrupt, which basically left me without an insurance policy. Tried to get a new policy with someone else, but it's a ridiculous price to basically reinsure it. So that car's basically had to go, and I've had to replace it with a more affordable car, which is now this one, which is a bit more practical in terms of everything really, and space wise it's better, it'll be better at towing. I mean, the fuel economy amazing, just sitting in it and stuff, there's a bit more room and everything, a bit more comfortable. I suppose, no more comfortable, the Lexus is great, but just a bit more space in general, so it just makes more sense I suppose in that aspect of things. But that kind of covers up the main reason of getting this car, apart from it also being cheap as well. So financially wise it makes more sense to have a car that's cheap to run, cheap to own really, when it's not a car I'm going to brag about or be silly with or anything. It's just to be sensible and does what it needs to do. I'll do a quick sort of tour around the interior. Obviously if you've seen a Mondeo before it's not going to blow you away, but it's just to sort of give you just a show of the car if you just are interested in general. So we'll have a look at that now for you guys. Cool. So we'll take a look on the inside now. Try and give you enough room so you can see into the car. I'll just turn the ignition on just so you can have a look at, I guess, the screens and stuff. If you're familiar with the front Mondeo, you'll be like, oh yeah, Mondeo, but turn her on. That might be a bit loud though, actually, we'll not do that. Turn it off. But we've got a screen in it, which is quite nice. I don't know if that'll come on with, ignition, that'll help. If it'll turn on. There is a screen in it basically anyway. We're coming on, no, there we go. It has all the stuff on it. It's set up like a Samsung phone, which isn't ideal because I don't like Samsungs, but I can change it to Apple CarPlay, which we'll do. We'll probably add that in another video as well of me sorting out that, if you're interested in how to convert a screen and stuff to a more fancier, more modern looking sort of one. I mean, not the physical screen, but like the software and stuff on it. But in general it is really tidy on the interior. Like the steering wheel looks pretty fresh, the dashboard's not cracked or anything, it's in a really good condition. The seats aren't too bad. I mean, for like a whatever old car, it's a 2008, so it's not bad really for its age. Like, it's been well looked after. I've got my little hat on there. Again, I've got a bit of wear on it, but I mean that's pretty standard I would say. But all in all, it's quite a nice place to be for a Ford. Not a big Ford lover, but for a Ford in general, this is like, it's not bad. I mean, driving it's pretty decent for what it is. We'll just quickly look at the rear space as well. Alright, so we're having a look in the back now. Obviously nothing too special to look at here. Got the car seat in the back. Plenty of room. I mean, this chair at the front is in a normal position. There's still loads of like space in between. Obviously just a rucksack there, which gives you kind of idea of like leg room and stuff like that. But these seats do fold almost flat. So I mean, for when the track days do come back on, or when I eventually go to another one, we're going to have loads of room to put all the stuff in, which is what we like really. Nothing too else car-wise to really look at. I mean, obviously you got your lovely ST style wheels. I don't really know what they are, but they're the wheels that come with it. They don't look too bad, to be honest, for the age of the car and stuff. But in general, the car isn't really that bad. I mean, it does what it needed to do. It was cheap. Insurance was not cheap, but that is just me because of my bad driving antics. But it's one of those things, really. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully it's been interesting, something new for the channel, and some sort of new bits to do, I guess, video wise, in terms of like we've got the Apple CarPlay thing to like show you how to get that onto the screen, and fixing the dents and the wears and tears and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, guys, see you later.